Due to last year's Halloween disaster, Westfire Town will not be celebrating Halloween this year.
Hearing this news, Robert switched off the TV with a brusque motion, laden with frustration. Great, we're not celebrating Halloween just because of several mysterious murders that happened last Halloween. This is insane, he said sarcastically. Robert and his friends had planned something for this Halloween, but their town's administration had decided to cancel Halloween this year instead. He could feel his earlier excitement deflating. The town bore no spooky decorations. It was as if tonight was just another ordinary night for the town of Westfire. Robert was working on his assignment when he heard a knock on his door. He looked at the clock just as it ticked over to 1 a.m. Robert's family was asleep, so he opened the door. He couldn't move for a second. Some children with black eyes were standing there and asking for treats. Robert thought they were ordinary trick-or-treaters and dismissed them angrily. "There's no Halloween, you idiots. Go away." Robert was just about to shut the door, but one of the children lunged forward with preternatural speed and held on to the door with a force that stunned Robert. They stared at Robert, and then he fainted. Noiselessly, the children entered the home and knocked on his parents' room door and disappeared. Robert's mother opened the door to find Robert on the floor. She went to him but stopped short when she saw his disfigured face and grew frightened. The area around Robert's eyes had turned black. She started screaming. She tried to rouse Robert to get a better look at his face, but he wouldn't wake up. Suddenly, she heard children laughing and felt a presence behind her. "Who's there?" She shouted loudly enough that her husband woke up. Then he, too, heard the fiendish laughing sound and felt a chill. They saw black-eyed children entering their home, brandishing knives and smiling like little serial killers. The couple screamed for help as the children stabbed them over and over in a bloodthirsty staccato. But they were not to be the last. The horrific children left the house and moved onto the other residents of the town, one by one. Robert regained consciousness with a giddy head. When he saw his parents' miserable condition, his body lost all energy. He began yelling like a madman. He ran outside and saw the black-eyed children going door to door to the other houses on his street. Robert remained rooted where he was, too overwhelmed by shock to think coherently. The children returned after a few minutes, hands and teeth caked in blood. One of them went to his mother's corpse and began sawing off her head. Robert screamed till his throat became dry and cried. He had to get out, had to run away from these black-eyed devils. He escaped into the night. The mysterious children chased after Robert, and one of them grabbed him tightly. His parents' mangled bodies flashed across his eyes as he lashed out, kicking him back. A neighbor with darkness around his eyes stumbled out of his doorway and saw Robert fighting. They ran over to aid him, pounding their fists against the creature's back in retaliation against this demonic onslaught. But though they fought together, they were no match for the children who started biting them, their teeth even sharper than their previously wielded knives. They bit into Robert's hands and started eating them. The black-eyed children destroyed the town and disappeared. This was the second murderous Halloween that had befallen the people of Westfire.
Subscribe today or be beware.